Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Hamad, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay, good timing, Hamad. It's a very nice attendance, good on the time. Can you tell me any good update? Now it's 23rd November.
Sir, finished just like two portions are left from the whole chapter, and now I'm doing only past papers, no theory anymore.
The time is very limited.
Because now if I sit with theory, I finish it today itself, morning.
Got it. So it means that this is a good time to understand that now it is electromagnetism. We did some questions on light. We did some questions on waves. I think light is not in a good condition. You need to revise. You're right, but past paper is fine. But a chapter like light needs some memory because the lens and other things. Otherwise, light is not in a good condition. Acha, have you marked any question from electromagnetism?
Sir, no.
You haven't marked them. You have the paper 4 book with you?
Paper 4 with me right now. Yes, I have it. Sir, I got my past paper book.
Good. So can you open it for um, the past paper work?
Topic, please.
Actually, I forgot the topic numbers, but I want to do electromagnetism because we have discussed it, and I think we can try. The time is so short that now it's a pressure time.
Electromagnetism, fine.
Electromagnetism. Electricity and magnetism. This is unit number 4. And can you open unit number 4.14?
What?
Unit number 4.14.
Magnetic effect of a carrying of a current.
Electromagnetism. Na?
Yes, okay. There's look, there are very less questions like from 528 to 536.
But they have divided it. Na? They have made a DC circuit. They have made a good division. But I think I told you that there are parallel digital books available. I think I have shared with you also. If you do not find enough questions, you can always look in the book. Now this is another problem with the passage of time, that obviously a lot of material is there which I have shared with you. So I'm sure that I have shared with you the
Yeah, you
sheet,
said it.
the worksheet on paper 6, the digital books.
Oh, okay.
So this complaint is now coming from other books also having this problem. These people who are making these books in Pakistan, they are saying the paper cost is so high that we can't cover all the questions. So we are doing 1 year new, 1 year back, and so just like adding 1 year, removing other year.
Then they can increase the price of it.
Actually, it's a huge issue in Pakistan. You know the situation, our country situation, paper cost is nearly double. So everyone is in Pakistan is under pressure due to that. But still, we can work. If you want, I can share the books again with you. And but now I feel that you should make a record of these books. These are paper 4 books, the digital books. So you can, if you are done with the book, you can. So can you please write down that first question?
Uh, October, November 2020, paper 42, question 9.
Just a minute. Thermal physics is not coming, right?
Yeah.
Momentum. What about these topics? Momentum.
No, sir. They will come. These are difficult topics and they didn't include it for mock one. I don't know why.
But that's good, no? Yeah, I'm going to share the digital files also, that if you suppose you are done and you want to save the time, I will share all of them once, because I have a memory issue, then later I will forget. So you can keep them. And this is now, you have to decide that how to manage this big reservoir of digital storage. So I have shared the digital files. These are paper 4. I hope you have received them.
Yeah, I got them. It has all the questions like.
No, but I think digital files can show more questions, because there is no issue of paper cost there, but we can see that how much they can show.
So it has a lot of questions.
This is a lot of question. Now again the same thing. Now you have a tablet also. You have a writing pen. So if you write on them and you save them, you will be very much out of problem. It will be double thing, because you can share with me easily, just like a click, you can share with me. Secondly, you have a record, because there is a mock after that. Now it's mock after mock. So if you try to make a practice and write on the books, it's a PDF version. So you can save a lot of time.
Okay.
Can you please repeat the year? I forgot, sorry. The year wise.
So 20, paper 42, question 9. October, November
October, November 2019.
2020.
Okay. October, November 2020 and paper 4,
2, 4, 2.
right? Question number
Question number is 9C.
9 we have done. I'm having a record of 9, but not complete. Let's do it from the start. What topic is 9? We
9,
did 9 partly because when we had a class on magnetism and
9C.
look, this question, start of it. Describe one method for
Can
demagnetizing
you
a
scroll
bar
down?
magnet. Hmm?
Can you scroll down? Wait, what's that? This
Sorry,
is not the question, sir.
this is the question. No?
This is,
Uh,
it is a different question. This is not the question. Let
no,
me
no.
see.
Look at the question. Figure
October,
9.
November 2002. Yeah, this one.
Because the book has extracted only part C. But I want to show you the full question because it's a connected one. Na? The figure shows a bar magnet and 4 plotting compasses. Once we had a class on magnetism and we did that in that class. So this was a question and he's talking, you saw the question first part, the figure 9.2. Now you obviously when you see only part C, you won't understand what is 9.2. Look at this 9.1. 9.1 is a bar magnet and there are magnetic compasses around it. Now 9.2 comes. Draw the pattern of the magnetic field produced around the wire. Show clearly the direction of the magnetic field. Cross means in the page, right? Cross means
The page.
in the page. So now make the circles.
Okay.
Do you remember how we used to draw these circles?
Yes, somewhat I remember. Like it should be the distance should be greater than the one like after every circle.
Huh. And the distance should be increasing.
Yeah.
And cross means in the page.
Yes.
Cross means so if the cross is there, it is clockwise. The field should be clockwise or anti-clockwise.
Clockwise.
Right. Now, copy this. Have you copied it?
Yes.
The direction of the current in the wire is reversed. The magnitude of the current is unchanged. So when you reverse the current, magnetic field will change the reverse the direction.
Yes.
Direction of magnetic field will also be reversed. Now copy this. Please select the next question.
Okay, 1 second. It's on relay, October, November 2020, paper 43, question 10.
October, November 20 and paper 43. Question number
10,
5.
10,
No, 5. Sorry, 9.
10, 10, 10.
Okay, sorry. 10. Okay, this is the question. Let's read it together. This is, you're perfectly right. It's a question on relay.
Yeah, I know that.
That's a good judgment. And now this is the first thing is always to judge the question. You did that. The figure shows a relay. The examiner is showing two contacts, pivot and soft iron armature. circuit in electromagnet, the switch is circuit A is closed. Describe how this operates the motor in circuit B. Now, when you close the switch, this is the switch. When you close the switch, current will travel through the electromagnet, and this electromagnet will magnetize. It will attract the rod will swing, and this side will move up. When this side will move up, these contacts will be compressed. And this will be compressed and joined. Compress and join. This circuit, this one, after this completion, this circuit will complete and motor will start. Motor will start. Now, can you make a paragraph for me? I am sharing an old animation which I shared earlier with you. Relay.
Okay.
So when you close the switch, electromagnet is magnetized. It pulls the soft iron armature, which swings, compresses the contacts. The circuit B completes and motor starts. This is a very important concept of this chapter, that how electromagnet work. You can, if you have the mobile with you, you can please look at the two short animations, which will give you a very good concept.
Okay.
I'm using arrows because I don't have enough time to write the whole paragraph. You have to write the paragraph in a paragraph form. This is good. You can remove the arrows later and you can make a wording there. Look at this working. Let me know once you have copied it. Have you copied it?
Yes.
Now, the switch in circuit A is opened. Opened means off. The soft iron armature is replaced with a steel armature. Iron and a steel. Iron is a temporary magnet and steel is a permanent magnet. So they remove iron and put steel. Steel is a permanent magnet. When the switch is circuit is now then open. Now this is a technical question. Iron is a temporary magnet and steel is a permanent magnet.
Okay. The switch, okay, what happens when the switch, okay, the switch in the circuit A is off, the software, the steam ammeter. Now, there will be still be contact because steel is a hard magnetic material and it will have, it will still have the magnetism retained in itself for, uh,
But it won't be demagnetized.
it won't be demagnetized, right? Yeah.
Electromagnet is magnetized. It will definitely pull the armature. So when you switch off the circuit, look at this concept. It will work as usual, but it will not come back. Have you copied it?
Yes.
Now, next question. Ten point one is a simplified top view of a flat coil. There is an alternating current in the coil. Describe the magnetic effect of this alternating current. When current is alternating, current is alternating. What should answer? If the current is alternating,
The magnetic field will reverse.
yes, magnetic field will also be alternating. See this? The figure shows a pen placed over the coil. This is electric stuff. The base of the pen is made of steel. What quantity is induced in the base of the pen if it is steel?
If it is steel what quantity
Magnetized. Because steel is a magnetic substance. So when you put steel on it, it will be magnetized.
wait, sir, what? Then how will they remove the pan?
No, but it will not stick with the lower part is not a metal, not a magnet, sorry.
Okay, okay.
The coil is not of a magnetic material. Coil is a regular copper material, copper, silver, anything, but coil is not the lower coil on which it is resting is not a magnet. The pan contains water. State and explain the effect of the quantity induced in part B on the temperature of the pan contains water. State and explain the effect of the quantity induced in part B on the temperature of the water. This is an electric stove actually, infrared rays. He says that so we should say this is an electric stove and the pan contain water. The temperature of the pan will increase. I'm sorry, temperature of water will increase. Now I'm thinking we can mention here, apart from magnetism, I think we can mention heat also, because if it is a pan, the base of the pan is made of a steel, but I think we can also mention heat.
Take the margin stream.
Because if it's a stove of this alternating, because it's alternating, alternating magnetism is produced. Alternating magnetism produces heat, and heat will increase the temperature of the water. Alternating magnetism Okay, now can you look for the next question?
Okay, 1 second.
A magnet and a coil are attached separately to a door and a door frame as shown in the figure. The purpose of the arrangement is to activate a circuit connected to an LED indicator. When the door is opening or closing, this will provide a visual indication that the door is being used. They have attached a magnet, they have attached a coil, and then there is an indicator. Initially, the door is closed and then it is open. Explain why the indicator comes on and then goes off when the door is opened. This question is on electromagnetic induction. This is not purely because can you notice that in the circuit of LED, is there any power supply? Hmm? Look at the question. Is there any power supply in the indicator circuit? Please reply. This is electromagnetic induction. So when you close the door,
Okay.
door is closed. Magnetic field linking the coil, magnetic field linking the coil changes. An EMF is induced as per Faraday law. This power, this powers the LED. Now look at this. Copy this. I'm just coming. Copy this.
Okay, I'm copying.
the door shuts, the indicator comes on more brightly, but for a shorter time than it did it. Suggest and explain why this happens. Again, magnetic field changes. At a greater rate. More EMF is induced.
So how many maximum points should I add for this question?
You can see the marks. There are 2 marks.
Like for safety, I can add if there are 3 points, I can add three, right?
The 3 points are good enough, but at least 2 points.
Because we can't judge on them. If I write 2 points and they only give for one, it's a loss, right?
Right. Now copy this. A circuit breaker is recommended for use with an electric lawn mower. Electric lawn mower. State 2 reasons for this recommendation. It's a safety against excess current.
And it will act as a fuse. It will make the machine switch off,
Tripping.
tripping, yeah. And then a circuit breaker can be even resetted and again be used.
Good. But for lawn mower, there is another issue, that water can come and it's a metal structure also. So there is a chance of earthing also. So there is a safety against current leaking in metal casing. It's a two-way security, two-way safety. The figure shows a wire that carries a current into the page. Show the pattern of the magnetic field around the wire.
Easy question. You just need to make arrows in the diagram.
I think so. That's what he says. Draw the arrows. Right. Suggest why the spacing of the circle increases as the distance from the wire. Spacing of the circle increases as the distance from the wire increases. This is a pattern of the magnetic field. This is the pattern of the magnetic field. Magnetic field spread out. It's a big question. So we can stop here and we can do the remaining part